Welcome! In the last lecture, we successfully set up this dynamic sky actor. Inside of it, it contains everything we need to light our scene, and if we delete this actor, drag it again, and everything will be the same. Now we have the basic setup ready. Next thing that we need to add in is some properties on the details panel that we can adjust to tweak the look of our sky system. And we'll need to do that through construction script. So a construction script is only available to a blueprint actor. And the most important property it has is this execution pin here will fire when the blueprint object is created or updated. So that means whatever's connected to this pin here will be run if there are properties changed. What we do later to our sky system will heavily rely on this property. And it's also important to know that whatever's connected to this pin will only be run before runtime. So after we click play, construction script will have no effect. So let's better visualize this in Unreal. Back to my project, I'm going to go back to maps and go inside of test maps. I'm going to select this default lighting map and press Ctrl+D to duplicate it. And I'm going to change its name to examples map. We'll need to make a lot of examples as we proceed in the course. And simply placing those examples inside of our main level is just too messy to do. So I'm going to double click to open this examples map and click Save Selected. And first thing, I'm going to go to Place Actors and I'm going to search for text and drag out a text render actor. So move it up a little bit and I'm going to increase its size. So for its word size, I'm going to increase it to 50 or maybe 100. And I'm going to change its content from text to construction script. And move it to the center a little bit, and I'm going to change its color to black, something like this, and click OK. And next thing, I'm going to create a test actor. So go back to my content folder, right mouse button click, create a new folder. I'm going to call this one examples, and all the examples that we make later will be placed inside of this folder. So double click to open it, create another folder. I'm going to call it construction script. And double click to open this one, right mouse button click to select blueprint class and select this actor. I'm going to call it BP_construction test and double click to open it. So by default, we have 3 tabs open. I'm going to go to this construction tab. For now, to prove this is working, I'm simply going to print out a message to the screen. So type in print string. And for this string, I'm going to change it from hello to construction script run, and I'm going to connect this pin to here and click compile. Then I'm going to drag in this actor to my level. So now if I move this actor, I should be able to see debug messages on the screen, but currently I'm not seeing anything. But if I go to my output log, you can see the message is there, and there are quite a lot of them. So in order to see the message on the screen, you can go to the top left and click this show stats. And you can see those messages are there. Now if I move this actor again, you can see they are being printed to the screen. And that's great. And there's another important thing that we must know about construction script. So I'm going to go back to my test actor. For testing purposes, I'm going to create another variable in here. So click this add button and a boolean here is fine. So I'm going to call this boolean test bool. And I'm going to drag out this variable, select it. I'm going to run a simple logic test in here. So hold down B on my keyboard and left mouse button click to bring out the branch node. So connect this one to the condition. So whenever this construction script is run, if this test bool is false, I'm going to set it to true. Then I'm going to print a message to the screen that says false runs. And connect this pin to here. And if this test bool is true, I'm going to set it back to false. Then print a message that says true runs. And connect this pin to here. And connect this pin to here. And don't forget to connect this one. So this simple logic here should allow us to toggle this test bool and say to true and false back and forth. Before we test this in our level, I'm going to change some of the settings inside of the print string node. So click this drop down to show all the options. So for this key, I'm going to change this to 1. So this can prevent thousands of messages flooding our screen. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. So click this drop down, change its key to 2, and change its color to red. And for this one, I'm going to change its key to 3 and change its color to green. Alright, let's test this. I'm going to click compile. Back to the level, I'm going to right mouse button click to clear my log first. Then I'm going to move this actor. And you can see as I'm doing that, the construction script is being run, but it seems that we never reach the true part. Every time the script gets updated, only the false runs. But that should really not be the case, because in our logic, if the boolean is false, we should be setting it to true. And next time when the script is run, we should be able to see this message. But we are not seeing that. So what's happening here? And that's the third property of construction script that you need to know. So the script itself cannot set non-instance editable variables. And to get rid of this issue, all we need to do inside of our blueprint is to select this variable and click this eye icon. So this will take this option, instance editable. And by doing this, we'll be exposing this variable to our details panel. And now if I move this actor again, you can see that message is being printed to the screen. So we can both see false runs and true runs. And we can also see the test bool in our details panel. Currently, it's set to be true. If I move this actor, we can set it back to false and move it again, set it back to true. And inside of our output log, we can see both messages being printed to the screen. And that's great. Understanding this, knowing how to expose variable to details panel is crucial for developing our Sky system. And it's time for a challenge. So our challenge is, same as I did, I'd like you to create an example map in your project. Later, we'll need to place in a lot of different examples inside of this map. And after that, I'd like you to drag in a test actor and print debug messages to the screen using construction script. You can try out what I just did, use a simple boolean to test your logic in there. And most importantly, get comfortable with working in construction script, since we are going to spend a lot of time in it. Alright, pause the video now and give this a go, and I'll see you in the next lecture.